Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So I was on Twitter, and guess what I saw? The Great Reset is actually trending in Canada. Take a look at that, guys. The Great Reset. This is just mainstream Twitter. I don't know if it is because I've been looking up the Great Reset on Twitter that it is suggesting trending options that I'm more likely to click on. The fact of the matter is, it probably is, but the fact of the matter is, it's trending in Canada, so I thought I'd click on that. And I'm finding that there are more people, more prominent people, who are realizing what is happening here, like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yep, the Great Reset is about multinational corporate stakeholders at the World Economic Forum controlling as many elements of planetary life as they possibly can, from the digital data humans produce to each morsel of food we eat. Linking us to this WEF Great Reset document. Just going to scroll down this Twitter feed. The Great Reset manipulating human behavior with authoritarian surveillance. Contact tracing is not just for tracking viruses. It's a social credit tool for monitoring a nation's deplorables. Lots going on here, and when I was looking at this earlier, I saw this document. Guys, there's lots here, right? It's this document from John Adams breaking Pauline Hanson's motion in the Australian Senate opposing the World Economic Forum's Great Reset has been defeated this afternoon, 37 votes to 2. So there is a bit of a disruptor in the Australian Senate, and here's what she proposed. So this from Senator Hanson. Mr. President, I give notice that on the next day of sitting, I shall move that the Senate notes that adopting the policies of the World Economic Forum's proposed Great Reset would have a devastating impact on the economic well-being and individual freedoms of Australians, and calls on the government to boycott all World Economic Forum events in protest of their Great Reset agenda, and it was defeated 37 to 2. So you can see who is actually in charge here. Interesting to note, the kinds of people that are working within this system clearly want to push this forward, and it looks like it is a majority. This from somebody else. Let me just read you this. The Great Reset agenda is underway. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is fact. The world will see an end to fiat-backed money system and move to crypto. The beer flu crisis is the Trojan horse. The financial crisis is manufactured. Welcome to the new world order, folks. And again, guys, I just saw it in this right-hand column on Twitter. Great Reset trending in Canada. Thought I'd bring that to you because it looks like we're getting closer and closer to something that we've been talking about for months now. And with regards to that, there's a huge component that has to do with cryptocurrency. This from MARTINCPVALK on Twitter. FUD or regulatory change? Rumor clouds swirl around crypto exchanges. Now, a lot of this idea with regards to a Great Reset has to do with a more globalized world. You know, the idea of having national boundaries is becoming more blurred as the years go on, especially with commerce, right? We can buy something from across the world, they can ship it to us. Before that, we used to buy things regionally. And I think that this change, this switch over time, has been conditioning us to think, you know what, a global world, without borders isn't such a bad thing. Now, I disagree with that strongly. I do believe that every country has grown proportionately to what their ideology has been in the past. But here is an article here, FUD or regulatory change? Rumor clouds swirl around crypto exchanges. So the mood of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, as we've known as FUD, has gripped some of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges since October. Now, guys, we've heard about a lot of this in the news. Weird Binance FUD Friday and weird Huobi arrest FUD today. This was tweeted out by Mr. Crypto CEO Taylor Monahan, referring to an October 29th Forbes report that Binance had set up its US unit Binance.us as a regulatory decoy, and referencing separate rumors that Chinese authorities had detained a senior executive at Huobi. So there was that news. Also, there was the Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, arrest because they were not being compliant. On October 1st, there was also a report of a detainment of an OKX co-founder. So Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, for example, characterized the leaked document which detailed the exchange's purported 2018 plan to evade Bitcoin regulation by setting up a U.S. subsidiary with a feigned interest in compliance as FUD. He said the document was not produced by a Binance employee, current or ex. So the point being, a lot of these exchanges are being targeted by who I don't know, but if I'm putting two and two together, and of course, these are all independent capitalist entities that are, using the current laws to make money and be able to grow their customer base, basically have a global customer base as seamlessly as possible for them. But if I were to guess, it would probably be the same people behind this great economic reset that wants to spread FUD in the crypto space with regards to these exchanges that are seen as global exchanges, set up in places where they can, acquire customers from all over the world. A global push to rein in crypto exchanges. But was there anything behind those events? Some have suggested that regulators worldwide in the US and China and elsewhere are now targeting centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. So there's more to this article, guys. I will link this entire thing in the description of the video if you want to read the full thing. Is there an increased likelihood of enforcement? I personally think that is likely going to be the case. Siren Johnstone, who is the executive director of the Compliance and Regulation Program at the University of Hong Kong and has written about regulating crypto exchanges, suggested to Cointelegraph that the global regulatory pendulum is swinging in the direction of tighter control. Here's what he said. In Hong Kong, the government this week proposed to bring all crypto assets under the oversight of the securities regulator by using money laundering concerns as the stepping stone. Legislation has been proposed in the EU and the US that drives crypto assets into existing regulatory silos. These actions indicate the wind has definitely changed direction, while strengthening regulatory mandates increases the likelihood of enforcement. Well, what should users do? Let me just go down here real quick. And I've been saying this since I started this channel. As Monahan told Cointelegraph, holding funds on central exchanges has always been risky, adding, now we are reminded that regulatory action can affect end users and their ability to access their funds. The old adage, not your keys, not your crypto, remains true. Which always brings me back to this, guys. If you don't have some kind of cold storage option, like a Ledger Nano, for example, as shown up here, you should probably put your cryptocurrency on one of these. Even if you're not scared of hacks, you should be a little concerned about what your government is doing with regards to cryptocurrency. And, if you don't know exactly what their policy is, chances are it's safer to keep your cryptocurrency on something like this, a Ledger Nano S or X. I believe this is the S. And again, I do have an affiliate link in the description if you don't have one of these yet, guys. You can use the link if you want. You don't have to use it. Just keep in mind, I'm not the only one saying this. This is kind of the overarching philosophy of cryptocurrency, especially veteran cryptocurrency holders. So what is the role of China? Some believe that China is playing a role in the recent FUD. Gu told Cointelegraph that China is also stepping up cryptocurrency regulation to push people to use their DCEP, the nation's digital currency project known as Digital Currency Electronic Payment. So there's also China. Is more regulation coming? The overarching consensus is yes. And of course, we've been talking about this. We want the regulatory clarity to come in order for cryptocurrencies like XRP to be able to soar. But with the good always comes the bad, guys. Take a look at everything and try not to just make decisions based on, a narrow viewpoint without doing the research. Now, we've also got this, and I thought this was an interesting theory from MARTINCPVALK. I've been looking for a solution to a big problem that I believe all crypto holders have. It doesn't matter if you hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, or XRP, or whatever. I believe that I have found a solution if Nexo Finance and BitGo and CoinCover Global are willing to join forces. Now, listen to this. I have a request for Nexo Finance, BitGo, and CoinCover Global. Would it be possible for the three of you who are already working together to combine forces to create an end-user solution? For the people who are unfamiliar with all three, here's the breakdown. And then he gives us a breakdown. So Nexo Finance lets you grow your wealth via interest with a high-yield savings account. Nexo's cold storage wallets are provided by BitGo. And then BitGo offers institutional digital asset custody, which is used by Nexo Finance, as mentioned earlier. BitGo has also partnered with CoinCover Global for clients to understand under what circumstances their investments are insured and to what extent their loss would be covered. Now, CoinCover is the first and only service to guarantee your cryptocurrency will be fully retrievable by your loved ones after your death. So no hardware wallet to lose, no paper keys to store, no passwords to remember or share. And then he goes on to say, I would happily pay more than £99 charged by CoinCover Global if I was able to earn interest on my crypto via Nexo Finance, where Nexo holds my crypto in BitGo's cold storage, and CoinCover makes it possible for my beneficiary to access my crypto if I were to die. I would love to hear what you think about this, and then he tagged me in this tweet. Martin, This is brilliant, man. You know what? I think, and I did mention this in a DM earlier today to you, I do seriously think you are thinking years in advance with regards to the crypto space. I do believe stuff like this will happen eventually, but I think you are way ahead of it in terms of foreseeing what a cryptocurrency landscape will look like, and I think that this will likely happen maybe in 5 to 10 years. Right now, we are still in this, crypto limbo, I suppose, crypto purgatory, where, we're holding our cryptocurrency. We have been for a while now. We don't know where governments are going with this. We have some clarity, not full clarity, but I could see, companies like this, even if they don't partner together, there will be more companies acquiring other companies, bigger companies acquiring smaller companies, and once they have all those pieces to the puzzle, they will offer solutions like this. So I wanted to thank MARTINCPVALK for bringing that to our attention. This will be part of a new world system, guys. Ideas like this will happen once we have that overarching framework, and we know Ripple is involved, guys. This is from MACKATTACKXRP, talking about Ripple CEO ready to align with Joe Biden's policies, namely the environmental standpoint. So we got to remember with this great reset as well, there is a huge environmental component to it. And so I don't think XRP was created as an environmentally friendly cryptocurrency by accident. Ripple will be more concerned about the highly debated sustainability of money narrative as Joe Biden prepares to become president. As per this article, the sustainability of money primarily was used to show that Ripple's XRP is superior to Bitcoin. So there's this narrative as well, the climate change narrative, the environmentally friendly narrative. Obviously, Ripple right on track to provide that to a new financial system when a reset occurs. And guys, we also have this. So lots of things happening just kind of here and there. This for me in Northing at IANBINS on Twitter. PayPal says it will incorporate Venmo into its crypto systems. So it was less than a month ago that PayPal announced that they were going to be integrating cryptocurrency, and now it says it will integrate Venmo into its crypto system. So obviously offering more people the ability to use cryptocurrency as a method of payment in the future. As we all know, PayPal has announced that it's planning to allow its users to buy digital currencies through its platform. In addition, people can pay for goods and services with digital currencies. However, it appears the platform is also really looking to expand its overall crypto presence. So this has been established in the fact that it has acquired a conditional bit license and that it's looking to potentially purchase BitGo and other crypto custodial firms. Wasn't MARTINCPVALK just talking about BitGo? And wasn't I just talking about acquisitions? I believe so, but the company CEO Dan Schulman has also stated that the company is looking to integrate Venmo. In addition, executives are also planning to forge partnerships with several leading banks and financial industries. All the while, users can purchase items from approximately 28 million different vendors through PayPal, and they will not be charged any fees to do so. Schulman says one of the main reasons PayPal has decided to link itself to crypto is because last month the company garnered a heavy response to its crypto offering. Many people were waiting in line to get their fingers on crypto, and this was a big bell that went off in Schulman's head. As it stands, approximately 10% of PayPal's customers own and utilize cryptocurrency already, which is about 2 or 3 times more than what the company thought would be the case. Lots of people already owning crypto, and PayPal saw an opportunity there, so now they're deciding to go ahead with their plan. But the bigger point to this article is the integration with Venmo and being able to eventually use your cryptocurrency to buy and sell items directly through PayPal. Originally, it was stated that you could hold your cryptocurrency there and kind of that was it. This is going to roll out faster, I believe, as the world transforms, as we finally see that great reset come into place. And with more cross-border transactions, more money moving over borders, more money moving from country to country with a new financial framework, we are going to see more utility for RippleNet, and XRP will be in higher demand than it is today. Now, guys, I saw this from Valk on Twitter. What many do not get is XRP's price can be anything that the governments agree upon. Now, he is suggesting that there isn't going to be a supply and demand for XRP and that it will just command a high, stable price. He says, Google price stability, you'll find PDFs. Even put the word in the search of my profile for the PDFs. And this in response to this, last month, the IMF called for a new Bretton Woods monetary conference, which is a significant sign for a reset of the global monetary system. So we've heard this idea. I mean, whether governments agree upon it or not, we've heard this idea that XRP will command a high, stable price. And it has to. It kind of has to go from 25 cents to, let's say, $50 in order to facilitate payments and to tamp down the potential FOMO that would ensue from retail investors. What I mean by that, if XRP started climbing exponentially, it would cause FOMO, and then volatility would obviously occur within the XRP market specifically. And this is not what they want for XRP. They needed to command a high price, but to stay stable at that high price, in this example, roughly $50, in order to conduct the transactions that they need to without having people investing in it, day trading in it, having the price go up and down and up and down and up and down. I did a video on this, guys, regarding Mr. B, XRP, and David Schwartz's conversation that they had at Swell 2019. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll try to link it up here in the top right-hand corner for you. David Schwartz did tell Mr. B, okay, and I do take his word as a credible source, that XRP cannot, in fact, climb gradually. It has to command a high price instantaneously in order to target the types of payments that they eventually want to target. Now, he says to Google price stability. So I did Google some price stability Google terms here. So price stability is where there is little or no change in the economy over a period of time. This means that there is a lack of inflation or deflation occurring with prices. I took it one step further and Googled price stability currency. So what does this mean? The objective of price stability refers to the general level of prices in the economy. It implies avoiding both prolonged inflation and deflation. Price stability contributes to achieving high levels of economic activity and employment by improving the transparency of the price mechanism. And I think that that is exactly what Val Jesterlock is trying to get across. There needs to be that stability within the market in order not only to tamp down the FOMO, to get the typical retail investor discouraged of buying XRP, because if it went from 25 cents to $50 tomorrow, who's going to buy it at that point if they saw that it was remaining stable at $50? Maybe some people, but that would probably be a mistake. What is the example of price stability? Policy is set to maintain a very low rate of inflation. So again, it has to do with inflation and deflation. For example, the European Central Bank describes price stability as a year-on-year increase in harmonized index of consumer prices for the euro area of below 2%. And what are the benefits of price stability? Well, with stable prices, consumers can recognize relative price changes without being confused by overall price changes. So that has to do with, if one currency remains stable and another currency remains relatively stable, the differential between currencies can be seen more accurately rather than if everything is just wild and flying off the charts. When we're looking at cryptocurrency charts and they're also volatile, it is difficult to determine at what price you're buying. Like, let's say you're looking at the Bitcoin to XRP chart. Here, let me just bring it up real quick. Bitcoin to XRP. And you're looking at these numbers and you're like, okay, well, it's worth 60,686. Or conversely, if you bring up the XRP to BTC chart, it's worth 0.00001641 in comparison to one another. So what does that mean, in US dollars? And this is exactly what this explains. Price confusion. So the price of these currencies has to be stable in order to avoid confusion. And guys, this is going to be really, really important for world markets, global markets. Obviously, what XRP is going to be used for in the future, a stable price. So that even when the fiat currencies fluctuate, if XRP maintains that, let's say it's $50 USD per coin, that gives a very clear measuring stick for the rest of the world to say, okay, my currency is worth this vis-a-vis XRP, and therefore I'm confident to use it in this transaction because I know exactly what I will be getting. So I wanted to thank Val Jesterlock here for posting that. Finally, guys, this from the Cryptic Poet. And there's a lot of truth to this. Now just look at this comic strip. It's an older one. Sell, 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 excel, really excel? I've got a stock here that could really excel. Almost like a game of broken telephone, right? And then we have here on the other side, I've got a stock here. Buy, 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 buy. And then buy, B-Y-E, goodbye, goodbye. This is madness. I can't take this anymore. Sell, 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 sell. It's all a matter of perspective, guys. And the Cryptic Poet just goes on to say there's a lot of truth to this image. My advice, do your own research, invest in what you believe in, and ignore the noise. I think that's pretty savvy advice, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.